Is anyone speaking? I'm not getting any voice.
Yeah, yes, Pawan. Just we will wait for another 5 minutes to
Yeah, sure, sure.
people also to join. Actually,
Nothing like that. Just I'm observing the screen changes, but I'm not getting any voice. That's the reason I'm asking. So,
yes, I understood. Just now we have started the demo. We are
yep,
waiting for another 5 minutes. Just it was started at
sure,
11 o'clock. By 11:10 we
got it.
will start that.
Sure.
Uh, Meanwhile, can we go through the basics? Just I want to know the what was the background of yours. Uh, like, what is your educational background and all, and why you want to learn HCM, something like that. Can somebody will start like,
Hi, Pawan. Myself, Abhishek.
yeah,
Uh,
hi, Abhishek.
I'm into SQL Server database administration.
Okay,
Uh, I have some nearly 15 years experience in this administration stuff,
okay,
and I want to move my career from administration to something. The main reason to shift is like I have lots of night shifts, so I want to move from that. And SQL Server and Oracle are similar, and I want to move some techno functional side in HCM, something like that.
okay,
Thank
okay,
you.
sure. Okay, yeah, okay. Then, how about Pawan? So, what about your background, something like that? And how come you know about HCM, Oracle HCM Cloud, and how about the job opportunities? Do you know anything about that? Okay, I think some noise is coming. We will start actually. I think you have waited for almost 10 minutes. Yeah, thanks for your time. Just we will start that one. Yeah, are you able to see the screen?
Yes,
Yeah.
Pawan.
Yeah. Yeah. Before going to this one, I want to show you the total job opportunities first, because everybody learn any new course is like to get the better job opportunities, right? So if you see, there are so many job opportunities out there. There are so many. Are you able to see the Naukri.com portal, right?
No, we can only see the Excel sheet.
Okay, one second, one second. Got it. Now, are you able to see the Naukri portal, right?
Yes.
Okay. Just if you search the keywords, there are two keywords out there. One is Oracle Cloud HCM Functional Consultant, and the second one is Oracle Cloud HCM Technical Consultant. I'll show in the Excel sheet. Yeah. These are the two keywords we need to search in the Naukri.com, or we can search in LinkedIn or Indeed.com or Monster or whatever it is, and you will find lot of job opportunities related to this one, and I'll show in a real time. Okay, let's take the payroll module is there, and the minimum expectation is at least 2 to 3 full implementation cycles they are expecting. And if you see this one, yeah, if you see this one, there are only one opening and there are total 56 applicants are there. Just like an example. And I'll go to another one. So as I think you're going with initial stages, right? So you will consider the experience 0 to 5. You can make it, so not more than the 0 to 5. Yeah, onto it. The total number of applicants is 31, and here for one applicant there are only 10 for senior manager for having 10 years of experience. Then, yeah, Oracle functional consultant, learning and recruiting as well as talent in Oracle itself. So there are 10 openings are there. The total number of applicants were 48. So just if you see this, hardly for if you see here, there are for 10 jobs, there are only 5 people are competing for this job actually, or for one job, or 50 people, particularly in payroll. That is actually this high number for one job. 50 people is like highest you can consider actually. If you say that Infosys, if you consider Tech Mahindra, yeah, for 5 positions, there are hardly 140, 138 to be precise. Means what these are really showing actually, how much job opportunities are there versus total number of available resources in the market. Okay, so this is the number of positions, number of jobs. Let's take, and available resources, available human resources in the market. Okay, hardly you can find by single digit or double digits. Hardly double digit. They will not go any triple digit as well. Okay, then we will go for let's take React JS. Applicants are 370. Applicants are 142. Okay, for less than 5 years, we will see. We will keep less than 5 years. So applicants are 189. I think it is for not for React JS. It is for SAP ABAP actually. If you consider Java, let's take Java. For 10 openings, how many applicants are there? Almost 1662. For one opening, almost 160 people are competing for the particular job. That is for a small company actually. For one opening, 166 people are competing. So if you take for Java, so there is no scope in the future. That so for here also there for one opening is for Oracle PLSQL. For one for one opening, 240 applicants are there for Java.
Pawan, sorry for the interruption. You're giving this information, right? So, from this information, what you are trying to explain is like this much of less competition we have, or this much this learning of this particular course is very tough.
Yeah, what you
Just
get
want
from what you get from this information? What means like what is your analysis from this information?
right. Means we have a much number of positions, but the less competition we have for this
Correct.
technology.
Yes,
But
that
I
is
agree.
the
But what is the means base point? Like this is a tough technology, or people are less to just started their learning in this technology.
okay. I'll come to your point. So if you go through these words like promotion, transfer, global transfer, new hire, bonus. So have you heard these words previously anytime? These 12 words. Have you heard the word
Salary
transfer?
hike, bonus, payslip. Yeah, we can hear these words.
So do you feel
Very
anything complicated in these 12 words?
Hmm, sorry, no idea exactly.
Have you heard the word promotion earlier?
Yeah,
Heard the word bonus, salary hike?
yes. Payslip also we can hear. Learning we can hear. Recruiting benefits. The absence we can hear these words.
Yes. So if we
Yep.
can able to understand all these words, then there is no tough in this subject actually. If you don't, if you have not heard about these words earlier, it might be new for us. But if you already heard about these words like transfer, termination, salary hike, bonus, payslip, career development, learning, and all, means like what I'm trying to convey here is like the terminology, the wording, the context is very much simple here. If you take artificial intelligence, most of the terminology in artificial intelligence or any other modules like payables, even in Oracle financials or supply chain, the terminology itself is like tough to understand and tough to correlate with our day-to-day activities, like day-to-day actions. But whereas in HCM, is like suppose a one person was absent to the office because of sick leave, because of sick. So he applied sick leave. That is a concept in human capital management, HR. So this is completely this HR management software. We call it as human capital management. So the terminology, what you're going to learn the same time what you're going to do on a day-to-day base activity after getting the job also is really easy compared to any other technologies like artificial intelligence or anything. Suppose if you consider Java, suppose somebody who was learning Java initially, they don't know what is meant by overriding and overloading. So these are really technically they don't understand what is first of all what is meant by overloading and what is meant by overriding. These simple maybe once you learn the Java, they might be okay. This means this and this means this. But here, even though you don't know anything before learning this subject, all this word like payslip. I think maybe one of your brother got a job and he was recruited into a company and he got a salary and got a bonus, and at the month of the end he got his payslip, and after 1 year or 2 years he got his promotion, and after 5 years he was transferred to US for a particular assignment. So this is called as a global transfer. So these all these words, this wording and this context is completely like on we will heard these words on a day-to-day basis
Yeah,
actually.
it's a as you said, like it's a general terminology.
Yeah, very much general terminology. Like normally we will hear all these things. So let's take what is your salary. For getting the salary after joining the company, you will ask like what is CTC. So what is meant by CTC?
Cost to company.
You will ask yes, cost to company. So cost to company is meant by nothing but what is the total compensation. Total compensation. We'll call it as TCS, total compensation statement. So all these things are very much in our day-to-day activities. We will listen daily. It's not like nothing rocket science or nothing like technological words. Let's take suppose if I ask what is meant by inference in artificial intelligence, or what is meant by large language models, or what is meant by KNN search, or what is meant by Gen AI, how it will work, and what is meant by convolutional networks, and what is meant by supervised learning, what is meant by unsupervised learning, what is meant by agent, and all these things. I think most of the people they will struggle to correlate on a day-to-day base activities. Suppose if you're learning anything related to artificial intelligence or any new technology, first of all, to correlate what is the generic terminology itself, they will take some time actually. But here in the HCM, human capital management, what we talk generally will be the technical terms, technical terminology, promotion. If one person did a lot of hard work and after 2.5 years or 3 years, he got promoted to a senior consultant. The promotion is an action, we call it in HCM. But in general words, its promotion is general like we're promoted from one position to another position. Is as simple as that. Here, it's very much simple to learn the human capital management, and it's really highly paying job. And I have given the analysis here that there's so much job openings are there, so many job openings are there, and very few human resources are available in the market. And if you take my scenario, and you will get shocked. With just within almost last 10 days, I got almost 70 to 80 calls, 80 job openings. And if you want to see what are the major companies that are hiring, this one is like,
TCS first.
yeah, I'll show this one. If you go through Oracle Partner Network, so this Oracle, is the main. Yeah, actually, I'm an ex Oracle employee. For your information, for the last almost 10 years, I was worked in Oracle, and prior to Oracle, I worked in ADP. I worked in Capgemini. I worked in HSBC. I worked in Wells Fargo, and right now I'm working in my sister company only. This is my sister company, and I'm giving corporate training as well as personalized trainings. If you see the companies that are hiring for the people who are excellent in human capital management, we will go through this one. Yeah, if you see these hours are like Oracle Cloud is having these many different services. We will call it as implementation service expertise. One is ERP, another one is HCM, another one is Oracle Cloud Infrastructure, Oracle Cloud Platform, and Supply Chain Management, and Sales and Design. So ours is HCM. In HCM, there are four major things. So one is core HR, another one is pay, another one is talent, and another one is workforce management. In this four also, core HR is almost the heart, and once in the part of core HR only payroll also comes, and talent is another cloud. So there are two clouds. One is core HR cloud, and another one is talent cloud. And who are the people? Who are the companies that are hiring for this one is like Accenture, TCS, Deloitte, Infosys, Cognizant, and Nomos. And if you see by location, yeah. So all the big companies, I think I missed one of the link actually. There are multiple companies that are hiring for almost 170 companies. They are hiring for Oracle HCM Cloud actually. Okay, I'll show you once this before closing this demo session. Email instead of wasting the time. I'll go through. So you name the company. Almost all the consulting companies. Okay, all the consulting companies they are having partnership with Oracle, and they are implementing the Oracle HCM. Okay, we will go to the basics of what is Oracle HCM Cloud and how it was evaluated and when it has started and all, and how the packages and what are the major companies that are hiring and all these things. And one more thing before going to the next step, I want to let you know it is completely coding free application. You don't have to code anything. You don't have to know any kind of coding knowledge, prior coding knowledge. And after learning this also, you don't have to do any kind of coding. Even SQL also you don't have to know. Everything drag and drop, or everything is like configuration and setup. It is basically a zero coding application. I'll show the
Pawan, sorry for the interruption. Just I have a small question here. So, as you said, it's a zero coding, which means do we need to build some logics here?
logical
Cal-
in the sense means, see, you have to
uh,
configure.
oh, sorry, one second. Okay, actually, I'm a Tableau developer. So, Tableau is also a no coding related thing, but we need to build some logics and calculation parts to show the data into the as per like client requirement. So that's
Yeah,
I'm asking.
yeah. There are two aspects here. I'll come to this one. We have discussed in the initial thing. There are two. One is functional consultant, and another one is technical consultant. Okay, we discussed these two, right? So, as part of functional consultant, there is no logic. You don't have to build any kind of logical things and all. But as part of technical consultant, means you have to build some sort of reports, which is uh, depend upon the client requirement based upon the logic. Logic means it's not heavy logic, something like you have to write and all these things. You have to drag and drop, and based upon the requirements, you have to add some sort of what you call fast formulas or something like that. Okay, I'll if you compare to other thing, I cannot say that this is completely complex, but in this technical aspects, you have to have good understanding of the particular fusion. I'll come to that aspect, but in the if you go as a functional consultant, only there is only one area called fast formulas. Okay, I'll give that example as well. Suppose fast formulas are like Excel formulas. Let's take one person has worked for 10 hours, and per hour his cost is $50. The total how much his wage would be
Simple
$500.
calculation.
Simple calculation.
$500.
So we will call this is an output variable, and these two total number of hours into the rate per hour. We'll call it as input variables. And what is the calculation, like whether we are adding or whether we are multiplying or whether we are dividing or something like that. So this is like very basic fast formulas would be there, and this is like you should write only in particular modules like absence and some part of payroll, and we'll have a lot of examples also. And you don't have anything logic like Java, like you have to write variables and all, and you have to build your own logic. No, here as per the client requirement, if client say, okay, I'll tell you another example. If a person, if just here we will call it as a worker, if a worker completes 15 years of service, he will be eligible for $1,000 bonus. So this is one requirement. In this compensation, we will write one fast formula. We will use the same if condition. Years of length of service is greater than 15. So I think this is a very So even a normal person who can understand English and some part of mathematics can write this code. So if length of service greater than 15, the particular worker is eligible to get the bonus of amount 1,000 rupees. Sorry, $1,000. Else, if it is less than 15 means, sorry, if it is greater than 15, the eligible bonus amount is $1,000. If it is less than 15 years of service means default you will be eligible for $500, and you have to return the bonus. So this is the formula that has to be written, and once we write the formula, we will use the compilation, and system will calculate any kind of syntax error or not. And if it is really good, it will process the formula. So this, in this area only, we have to use the logic. If you consider logic, this is the logic. The maximum logic is like this only. Whether it will be a length of service, this is called as objects. We will call it as these are objects in this human capital management. So for each object, Oracle will give this is a length of service. We'll call it as attribute. We'll call it as an attribute. For each object, what are the attributes? For each attribute, what is the calculations you want? And all these things we will write in the fast formulas. Maximum we will write coding or logic in the fast formulas, but that too only in the payroll module, absence, and some part of compensation. Hardly. But there are so many modules where there is zero formulas like core HR, learning, recruiting, and HDL and extracts. We don't have any kind of fast formulas like this. So you understood, right? The logic here is very simple. That too, it comes under only in one area that is called fast formulas. Apart from that, everything is like configurations, or everything is like setups. So what is meant by setup? Setup is like we'll follow a step by step procedure. Like we'll go through this one. So here you are implementing this Oracle Cloud applications. Okay. So Pawan, you got the doubt, right?
Yeah,
So we will go from the very basic. So why we will need a human capital management is like, suppose if a particular company having around more than 10,000 employees and they want to maintain all their HR operations under one umbrella, so they will opt for HCM cloud offering actually. So the enterprise here is like, let's take an example of Schneider Electric. So this is one of the biggest company where they have gone with Oracle for implementation of HCM, and these are the modules they have implemented. This is the time period. And so let's take this like person who is having experience of 1 year experience and he has applied for this one. So in this Shandir Electric, they will give, we are as a consultant, we will call it as a functional implementation consultant. So we will call it as functional implementation consultant or functional consultant in general, but technically we will call it as our role is functional implementation consultant. And the person who is doing the technical aspects like OTBI, BA publisher, and then HDL extracts is called as technical consultant. So as a functional implementation consultant, we need to understand the Schneider Electric requirements and how they want to implement our products like core HR and payroll. And we need to customize the product, and we need to customize the product according to their requirements, and do all the configurations and all the setups as required. Like suppose Schneider Electric is using SAP Success Factors or Info some other product, or like Oracle Business Suite or PeopleSoft or JD Edwards. which is like not a cloud application, and they want to move from on-premise application to cloud application. So we need to offer what Oracle Cloud is providing, and we need to give all the presentations and all, and we need to identify what is the requirement, and we need to start implementing the product. So as part of implementation, so what we are going to cover. So as part of core HR, the core HR is like heart. Without core HR, we cannot go anything further actually. So we have to identify in which geographies they want to implement. What is meant by geography? Let's take US is one geography. You can consider it as a country. UK is another geography. Canada is another geography. India, Middle East like Saudi, Dubai, Kuwait. For each country, we'll call it as one geography. For which geographies they want to implement, and this is called as enterprise structure model or enterprise structure configurator. We will use this one to do the implementation parts. So these are the business objects. We will call it as business objects, in which area their office address is there, and and uh, which area they want to maintain their complete office address, and we will call it as a legal entity. If anything issue comes, the particular entity is the held responsible and all these things. So this comes under all. We need to do all these kind of setups, and once we are done with this kind of business units, locations, departments, jobs, grades, and we'll do all these things using functional setup manager. And these all comes under implementation part. So once we go up in depth, we can understand. So these are all like set up the enterprise is nothing but a big company which works in multiple countries or multiple multinational company, and which have a lot of business units which work in different locations, having different departments like finance, manufacturing, operations, and then HR, all these departments, and having different jobs. In each department, there are a lot of jobs, and for each job, there will be having different grades. So for each grade, there will be different compensation. So all these things are interlinked actually. So this all comes under enterprise structure configuration. So here there is no coding at all. Everything is like configuring the enterprise as per the client requirement. Uh, so this is the basic setup we have to do, and once we are done with the core HR basic setup, then we will do sort of transactions. So hiring an employee and giving a salary or something like that. This all comes under the transactions and all. So before going in much into technical, I'll give a, if a particular person is having 5 years of experience or 5 to 6 years of experience, and having very good knowledge in all these modules: core HR, payroll, absence and OTL, benefits and compensation, recruiting and learning, and talent management, and HDL, and technicals at HDL, extracts, OTBI, BI publisher, we call BIP, and then Redwood, sandbox customization. So if you say that I have worked in all these modules, and if you say that I'm having around 6 years of implementation experience, you can demand easily 35 to 40 45 lakhs. This is the right now the market demand, and just now the market has started, and for the next 5 years, or at least next 5 to 7 years, it is going to be the unicorn in the complete cloud and HCM domain actually, because of its higher capabilities. And every quarter Oracle is upgrading its product. Like suppose January, April, July, and then October. Every year it will call, suppose this year it will be called as 24A, 24B, 24C, and 24D. Same thing for the next year, same January 1st, they will release another upgrade, 25A, B, C, and then D. So hardly customer have to be either in these three. Right now we are in the November, so customers has to upgrade from, so 24A will become absolute. It won't be available for the customer. The customers has to be either of these three. Only Oracle will support the last three upgrades only, last three releases. So even for 24B also, they have to migrate from 24B to 24C. And people who are there, customers who are there in 24C, they have to migrate to 24D. So this is kind of latest upgrades, all the bug fixes, all the enhancements, all the artificial intelligence features, everything they are giving on a very fast-based structure. So not even any other company is competing with Oracle at this pace. Because I worked with Oracle, right? I know. So even for the next year also, they have had a lot of big plans to go with all Redwood and artificial intelligence. So they are embedding all the artificial intelligence to the Oracle Fusion apps. Oracle Fusion apps. So most of the customers who are in on-premise or any other customers with SAP is almost in another 2 3 years it will go die. It is going to be die because they have not upgraded themselves to cloud applications. So most of the customers from SAP or Oracle e-business suite itself, Oracle e-business or Oracle PeopleSoft, they are migrating from the old legacy applications to the Oracle Cloud applications because of ease of use, and then lot of features are there, and everything comes under one umbrella. I'll show the application now, how it will look like. So this we will call it as demo environments or test environments. So this is a live Oracle Cloud application, Oracle Cloud Fusion application, and this is called as a home button. So this is application will look like this, and very professional and very easy to use. And this is called as a navigator. So all the navigation we can here. Suppose you want to do all the kind of security. I think for this user the security console was not there. So me means it's kind of self-service. All payroll related pay slips, personal information. He can go and update his personal information and family and emergency contacts and his compensation details. See, all these things comes under self-service, me. So this theme we will call it as a redwood theme. This is called as a redwood theme. So we click on here and create a new contact. You need to give all the basic details and all and just click on submit. It will create the complete record actually. So this is how it will look like actually. And if you do the application, if you see here, I told you right, 24D. This is the 11.13. 13 means major release, and 24 is the year 2024, and 10th is the month, October month. It was released actually, and this is called as a ADF, Application Development Framework. What is the code level? 2409 means 2020 September 17th code line of applications, and ATJ means platform. ATJ-PF means this is a graphics platform. So this is the one, and database compatibility. So these are the four critical important information. Java extension toolkit Jet, we'll call it as Jet. This is the version actually. So the main one is this one we need to know. These are what is the release means. Major release is this one, 24D. This is called as my client groups. You can hire an employee like this. So these are all called, we will call it as work areas. All these things we will call it as work areas. And once we go through the technical aspects, means we will go through the normal day-to-day training. We will go through each and every work area and all. So as part of demo, what I'm going to cover here is, yeah, who can learn this Oracle Cloud Fusion HCM? Anyone with any degree can learn the and build their career in Oracle Cloud HCM. There is no restriction here. Only BTech or only MBA or MTech, MCA. Anybody with normal BSc degree is also fine. Companies are looking whether the particular person is having the proper knowledge and work experience and implementation knowledge. Means at least 2 to 3 implementations they have to done. They have to do. Why we need Oracle Fusion HCM? This is a job guarantee. Job guarantee. This is a big word. Job guarantee. So why I'm using this job guarantee is like Oracle is providing one critical thing, like what we call it as, yeah. Here Oracle is providing the Oracle implementation professional certifications. This is a global HR implementation certification, and if anyone passes this, so these are the topics that will be covered mostly in our training sessions, and the object of training is also to for you to get certified only, and anyone who can pass this exam, they will, I think we are having almost 10 certifications are there, I guess. Yeah, if you see here, Fusion HCM on capital management. Yeah, these are the certifications actually. Core HR, talent management, learning cloud, recruiting cloud, benefits cloud, compensation and payroll, absence and WFM. So time and labor. So generally how it will works is like any of these two, absence and time and labor comes under one umbrella. Benefits, compensation and payroll comes under one umbrella. We call it as workforce rewards. Talent, learning, and recruiting comes under one umbrella called talent management, and core HR is a basic heart. So, out of these four umbrellas, any two you have to complete. Either core HR, obviously, you have to do. Apart from core HR, in these three, you can take any one. If you take workforce rewards, the best part, if you take workforce rewards, definitely you will get a job. If you take workforce management, definitely you will get a job. If you complete talent management, you will get a job. If you complete all these four, global HR, talent management, workforce rewards, and workforce management, altogether 2 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3, 8 plus 1, 9 certifications. You complete this one, and definitely I can write it down on a paper. If you certified in all these 9 certifications, you'll land in a very good job within 1 year actually. It will take some time to complete all these things. Minimum 6 months to 9 months it will take. If you take even 1 month, one certification also, minimum 6 months to 9 months to complete all these 9 certificates. And less than a year, if you complete at least 5 certifications or 4 certifications, and keep some dummy implementation and prepare for all the mock interviews and I'll take all the mock interviews and I'll give all the interview questions and then all the details. And if you are a fresher or even experienced guy, and if you are for able to confident that I am able to I can able to complete the end-to-end implementation, definitely you will land in a very good job in the best companies. Let's take what are the companies also. So these are the companies. Oracle Consulting, Oracle itself is taking Oracle Consulting, Deloitte, Accenture, Ernst& Young, PwC, Capgemini, IBM, Infosys, Tech Mahindra, TCS, Hexaware, L&T, Genpact, Wipro, Microland, and other small companies. I think 170 companies. I don't. I forgot one link actually. I've saved that link. And the best part here is like there are so many on-site opportunities are there, like going to Middle East, going to US, UK, Canada. All this lot of so much on-site opportunities are there actually. Once you complete this certification, and at least if you have minimum 3 year experience in India or 2 years of experience in India, definitely in the next 5 years, if you want to change your career from the current one to the future Oracle HCM, in the next 5 years, your career will be really very good position actually. Okay. So apart from that, okay, if someone says that okay, this what you call certifications are costly and these are really tough to do. So what is there any alternative? Yes, there is an alternative. Oracle is providing free Explorer certifications. These are also valid free certifications. Almost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 certifications Oracle is providing for free of cost. Just we can go through and you can first you need to create an account with Oracle and then you have to sign in. It will show that total 14 14 we'll call it as a badges. So they will give a free of training, means it will cover the top 15% of the subject, and they will Oracle trainers only will explain this for almost 2 hours. 2 hours training would be there. So if you get more than 80%, okay, let's take mine is 100%. I've completed with 100%. So I got this badge. So I can share this badge in LinkedIn or Facebook or email. This is from Oracle itself. So if you can complete these 14 badges and these 9 certifications within 1 year, and you have aimed your career for the next 5 years, and definitely will be in a very good position in the next 5 years actually. So these are the very good companies that are hiring for this technology. And what we'll get from ours is like I'm having total 16 years of experience. I worked with ADP, I worked with Capgemini, and the last 10 years I worked with Oracle. I did a lot of implementations as well. So as part of this training, you will get 5 end-to-end implementations for different products actually. Course completion certificate, real-time corporate work assignments, video access, resume building, mock interviews, real-time feedback by taking the mock interviews and giving the feedback about your gaps actually. So let's take if I ask 10 questions in the mock interview, and if you are able to answer 6 or 5 questions, and where you are not able to answer, how to fulfill the gap and all these things, gap analysis we will do. So the interview questions, and we will help you to pass in the Oracle implementation certifications. But it is from your side, you have to do the effort and you have to pay the fees for Oracle. That doesn't comes under this training, but we will help you. We will help you by guiding you to complete the certifications. And demo cloud instance access to practice for 5 months actually. And the salary packages. So even for minimum, if you say that if you complete 3 end-to-end implementations, and you're having only 2 years of experience or 2 to 3 years of experience also, based upon your previous salary, you can, even though you are in a different domain and you are switching, we can demand 12 to 18 lakhs. Or you are a fresher, you can ask at least 6 to 7 lakhs or 6 to 8 lakhs. Or if you are really in a crunch, we can start with 5 lakhs also. And if you're planning to switch to career and get 35 to 60 lakhs package, so definitely this is the place. And I can give an assurance that this job cannot be replaced by the artificial intelligence and machine learning, because this involves a lot of business decisions, business critical decisions, not coding and all, not logic. Artificial intelligence hardly can replace logic and coding, but it cannot replace the business decisions. So this is completely purely business knowledge, and Oracle has not given access to any of the artificial intelligence tools like ChatGPT, Copilot, and something like that. So Oracle itself is building its own AI, and that is called as Cohere. As they have partnered with Cohere and building that own AI, and it's outside artificial intelligence tools cannot access, cannot get any kind of access. Cannot, they don't even know what is going inside. Suppose let's take how to hire an employee. So these are the steps to be followed, and only the person has worked only he can know the knowledge actually. No artificial intelligence, no machine learning can do this. Actually, this is completely Oracle proprietary software. So Oracle is not going to give it for free for anybody. So it is building its own artificial intelligence with help of Cohere. And if somebody coming from QA background or any other background, they can easily become Oracle Cloud Apps, not Oracle Apps, it is Oracle Cloud Apps functional consultant. So this is all about the demo. If anyone is having any kind of questions, they can go ahead and ask me.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon.
Yeah, yes, Rohit. Yes,
Sir, I am from testing background. So
yes,
can I do this?
yes, definitely. I've kept in this one, right? So anyone from testing background or anyone from any other background, they can do this course. But what is
There is
the prerequisite is like they have to do hard work, and
okay.
they have to pass the certifications given by Oracle, at least the free certifications. After completion of the course, what is my expectation from my students is like they have to pass these certifications. Let's take uh, once we're done with the global HR subject, a core HR,
Mm-hmm.
I'm expecting my students to pass the subject on their own. Means this certification, this exam certification. And once they are mastered all these things, I recommend a few of them to pay the fee and attempt the implementation certifications. So this is a step-by-step procedure, and it will take a minimum 6 months to complete all these modules. But what I recommend is like I won't recommend everything for everybody. For HR, for HR is the basic thing, and then talent management.
Actually, sir, my overall experience is almost close to 10 years, so is it will be beneficial for me.
Yes, definitely. What you have to say is like in the last 2 years, I am working in Oracle Fusion, Oracle Cloud apps, and I was part of
Okay,
implementation team, and I did this kind of activities and all
okay.
this stuff.
The growth is good in this now.
Yeah, very good. Growth is really good actually. For the next 5 to 7 years, the growth is really good.
Mm-hmm.
And one more thing is like there are very few resources are there in this market who knows about this one. And not I'm not saying that please don't trust my word. Just do your research. Please do your research, and all your research, and if you believe that okay, what Mr. Pawan is saying is trustable, then only take the decision. Just by my word or somebody said that okay, just go ahead. No, you do your research and then only come and join. So there is no hurry and there is no hard and fast rule that immediately you have to take a decision. No, you take your time, you do the research, and if you believe that this course will be helpful for the next 5 years for your future career, then only join. Okay, I'm telling you that default you have to complete this core HR, and in this major one, talent management, workforce reward, and workforce management, I would recommend you to do this first, because there are so much opportunities are there with payroll, compensation, and benefits. Or even in this one also you can do A, B. I'll say this is C, and then D, and then E, and then F, G, H.
The last question. So, what type of job role will be there?
Yeah, I'll give this one. So job roles are like mainly we will have a implementation consultant role, and apart from that implementation consultant role, there are multiple. Just give me a minute. So these are the job roles. One is implementation consultant, another one is administrator, and another one is security role, and another one as an end user. So there are four different job roles would be there. So our role would be mostly implementation consultant, and once we're done with the implementation, we will give access to all the end users. As an end user, either they will be administrator or a security specialist, or day-to-day operation end users actually.
Okay.
Okay, I think
So
I'm
there
done
will be
with.
no quiz.
Yeah, I'm done with my classes. I'm done with my demo. So I wish all the best. And yeah, do you have any questions?
Sir, there will be no coding required in this.
Yeah, absolutely zero coding. So interested candidates can talk to admin there. They can follow up. So based upon the count, we will start the classes. Okay.
The duration of the course will be.
So duration is like for each course, it will be around 1 month. So almost it will be around 4 to 5 months would be there.
Okay.
So for each course, it will be 1 month, and based upon you select whatever the courses you want, whatever the cloud you want. What it's completely the course fees is also not fixed actually. So whichever the cloud you want to learn and you want to first complete that one, we will be charging for that one only, not for the entire suite actually. So you want to learn only payroll and compensation or benefits, or you want to learn only payroll and learning and recruiting. So we will charge according to that. Apart from core HR will be having a basic some amount, and then you'll whichever the one you want to master, you can learn those things, and then
Which has more demand right now, sir?
sorry.
Which has more demand right now, sir? Which
Yeah, I've told you
method?
right. Yeah, I can say that. Okay, I'll just give. So you can say payroll cloud. Okay, payroll is having good demand, and then recruiting is having very good demand, and then learning is also having good demand,
Okay.
and then compensation is having good demand. So these are the four. Can take it as a first, and the rest you can take it in a second. Compensation.
Okay.
So depend. You can learn all of them, or you can learn some of them. But if you learn like suppose talent management, or workforce rewards, or workforce management, that would be good actually. Suppose if you take only these two courses, it would be
Hmm.
good. Or if you take only these three courses, that would be good. If you take only these three courses, that would be good. Means it's like clubbing together actually. Talent management, workforce rewards, and workforce management. But even though you don't want to go with this, but I want to learn only the demanded courses like payroll, recruiting, learning, and compensation. Yeah, you can take that one. We can say that
Okay.
okay, I worked in only in these four, and rest of them I am not having that much knowledge. You can say, and you can learn only the demanded one, something like this. And apart from this, you
Okay.
have to learn the technical aspects like HDL, extracts, that would be separate, right? HDL and extracts, and then all the I've told, right, personalizations and all. So this is something extra technical course would be there. We'll call it as a HCM technical, that is separate course,
Okay.
comes under technical. That will cover all the technical aspects actually. So that this is something like how it is core HR, that is also same like core HR. It is also important and it is mandatory something course like this. This is also so we are want to segregate and separate as per the real business requirement, not like just for the sake of training and getting the money. No, we will get as per the outside market demand only. We are planning our training design. We are designing our course actually.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
Thank you.